Will you all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. First on the agenda is a public hearing on the preliminary budget.
Want to do a roll call?
Oh yeah, let's do a roll call.
Mr. Cook?
Present.
Mr. Daniel?
Here.
Mr. Rogan?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
Supervisor Williams?
Here, now that we all know that we are all here, Counselor, would you like to read the notice?
Notice is hereby given that the Town Board of the Town of Patterson, Putnam County, New York, will conduct a public hearing on the preliminary budget for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2022, on Wednesday, October 20th, 2021, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as can be heard, and at that time, any person may be heard in favor or against any item.
I would ask that anybody here present who has any comments on the budget or wishes to ask any questions, if you could approach the mic and give your name and address.
Good evening, Bruce Major, 166 Sunset Drive, Patterson. I was looking through the budget, and I can't find where the money from the cell tower is coming into the budget.
Do you know which
I think
line
we're
that's
supposed to be
on?
getting,
That mic is hooked up, isn't
We're not yet. There was a period of time where we were not going to get any revenue from that cell tower. We may still be in that. I'd have to go back and check the contract.
it's been 3 years already,
I'll
though.
go back and check the contract and
Okay,
get back to you.
fine. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, I would ask that anybody who is joining us by Zoom, if you have any questions or comments on the budget, if you would unmute and give your name and address for the record.
There's nobody actually on the Zoom now.
Really? Wow. You can't make it any easier. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing?
it? Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Audit of the bills.
I would like to make a motion to approve abstract number 19 dated October 8th, 2021, in the amount of $125,823.27. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Budget transfers. Would somebody like to do some budget
Oh,
transfers?
we got a bunch. All right.
End of the year.
Budget transfer number 25. Adjustments necessary to allocate additional funds to the highway improvement, equipment, and capital outlay through CHIPS funding per the attached request, which we have. So we will be increasing state aid, consolidated highway aid, state aid, consolidated highway aid revenue account, $163,131,000. We're increasing the improvements to equipment and capital outlay expense accounts, $163,131. I'll make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer request number 25. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Next, budget transfer request number 26. Transfer is requested to allocate additional funds for the sewer district's miscellaneous contractual accounts for added costs. So we're moving money from sewage treatment disposal contractual miscellaneous expense account, the amount of $125, to the sewage treatment disposal contractual operation expense account, $125. I'll make a motion, town board approve budget transfer request number 26. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Hold on. Okay, I got these over here. Bear with me. We just need 26. Okay. Budget transfer request Number 27, necessary to allocate additional funds to the engineer contractual account for the Putnam Lake Dam course. We're increasing planning board fees revenue account, $6,000, and we're increasing engineer contractual expense accounts, $6,000. I'll make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer request number 27. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. Next, we have budget adjustment necessary to allocate additional funds to the water administration, equipment and capital outlay for emergency well repairs. And we're increasing the appropriated fund balance, account $7,742, and increasing the water admin, equipment and capital outlay expense accounts, $7,742. Make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer request number 28. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Last one, folks. It's necessary to allocate additional funds to the code enforcement, fire code officer personnel services for additional hours needed. We're increasing safety and inspection fees, $15,000. And we're increasing fines and forfeiture bail revenue accounts, $15,000. And we're increasing justices personnel services, $7,000. Code enforcement personnel services, $3,860. And fire code officer personnel service accounts, $3,140. Make a motion that the town board approve budget transfer request number 29. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, first on my agenda is the MS Administrator. I'd like to table that to the end of the meeting after a brief executive session. That I need to update the board on some issues. Second is a public service announcement to everybody who is here and apparently not joining us by Zoom. This year, November 2nd, you're being asked to go to the polls and vote for your elected official that you feel is most favorable to doing the job. But if you turn the ballot over, there are a number of propositions on the back of the ballot, and everybody should do their due diligence and make themselves aware of exactly what these propositions are. Some of them are a little concerning, to say the least. There is an amendment to change the apportionment and redistricting process. There is an amendment for the right for citizens of New York to have clean air, clean water, and a healthy environment. And who wouldn't want clean air, clean water, and a healthy environment? The problem is the legislature, in their infinite wisdom, doesn't put any standards in, and they did not address tort reform with this. So this really opens the floodgate to a variety of lawsuits by environmental organizations. Lord knows they never sue us. There's an amendment, there's a proposition eliminating the 10-day advance voter registration requirement. Proposal 4 is for authorizing no excuse absentee ballot voting. Proposal 5 is an amendment to increase the jurisdiction of the New York City Civil Court. And Proposal 6 is a town proposition to increase the funding for the library. God bless you.
Thank you.
So, as I said before, I encourage everybody to take a look at these propositions. They are up on the Putnam County Board of Elections website, and familiarize yourself because they're very, very important to our future democracy. And that is it. Mary?
Yep. On my agenda, I have the refund of fees request from the Department of Code Enforcement. The first request is for building permit number 21-1169. This building permit was issued to legalize a wood stove. An inspection confirmed that the wood stove is pre-existing and that a building permit and certificate of compliance are not required. So I'd like to make a motion to issue a refund in the amount of $300, which was paid by cash to the estate of William Waring. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The second request is for an overpayment of permit number 21-1216 in the amount of $75, which was submitted by C2G Environmental Consultants. They're requesting a refund of $75 as the permit fee was only $200. I'd like to make a motion to approve the $75 overpayment to C2G Environmental Consultants. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And the third and final request was for building permit application 21-1247. This was submitted to legalize. It's interesting, it's the same, similar to the first one. I was like, wait a minute, did I read this? Legalize a wood stove. The owner has decided to remove the stove instead of legalizing it. They're requesting a refund of $300, which was paid by check. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the refund of $300 to Lee Kinley Jr. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just like to, just as a side note, that there wasn't any, this didn't create any work or burden to the department, so, it's just an easy transfer of funds back to the individuals. Thank you.
Peter?
All right, on my agenda, I have the Secra Empire State Trail access. So the county is looking to construct 2 trailheads on the Empire State Trail, which is very exciting. They will have, hopefully they'll have access to the trail right off 311. So one is in the town of Southeast off 312, and then the one we're interested in is the trailhead off 311 at the right where the trail goes over 311. And I think they're looking to do trailhead with parking and signage and all kinds of stuff, which would be on the south side of the 311.
Yes.
So the county is looking for, so what they're asking for us to do is to agree that they will be the lead agency with all the applications with SECRA and everything they need to do. So I'd like to make a motion to be in agreement with the county to have the county be the lead agency on this project. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Charles?
Next, we have a service contract for renewal of the phone system, SonicTel. It's down at the Recreation Department, and it runs from October 1st, 2021 through October 1st, 2022. Contract amount is $850. Provides service calls, parts replacement, customer service. So I'll make a motion that the town board approve the service contract with SonicTel for the next coming year. So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, I was distracted.
Okay.
Sean?
Okay, last but certainly not least on the agenda, at least on the routine part of the agenda, we have our yearly renewal of our workers' comp policy through our carrier, which is Brown & Brown, the commercial insurance proposal. And they have given the town the option of locking in for 2 years at a 3% decrease from the current billing. Upon recommendation of the town supervisor, I'll throw out a motion to the board to take advantage of that option. We have to renew by basically the end of this month, right?
Yeah.
By October. To renew our workers' comp and liability policy with Brown & Brown, locking in the decrease in fees to an amount of $180,286 for each of the 2 years. So to take us from 2022 to 2024, and authorize the town supervisor to execute any and all contracts. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Other business? Any member have any other business they wish to bring up at this time? No? All right, well, I do have one piece of business. I believe you got this late. I just got this. Our EMS administrator and assistant administrator have put together a CME training program. This is something we've talked about in the past, the committee has talked about. Everybody has the proposal. I don't know if everybody's had a chance to take a look at it. Basically, what it does, it sets up a program. All our EMTs have to be recertified every 3 years. And they have to do some online training, but they also have to do a practical with somebody witnessing it. They've made arrangements for a qualified instructor to actually witness it and have set up this program so we can do ongoing training with our EMTs. Does anybody have any questions maybe I can answer?
I mean, is there a formal agenda that gets taught?
There's not a formal agenda. There are certain criteria, there are certain courses that they do have to do.
Yeah, so there's different ways you can recertify as an EMT. So every 3 years you have to recertify. So you can take a recertification course, which kind of is like, you know, the mini EMT course. It takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months, depending on you know, how many nights you go. Or you can challenge the test. You can go and take the written test and the practical test and challenge it. You know, if you do very well on both, you get recertified. It very rare. Even the great EMT I was, I never could do that. But you could also challenge it, and then whatever you get wrong on the written and whatever you get wrong on the practical, what sections you would have to attend classes on those sections. It takes a lot of time. So what they came out with, I think about 6 to 10 years ago now, the CME program. So we actually have been providing online CMEs for our EMTs, but the problem there was they would get these CMEs, but you need someone to coordinate. For them to recertify with those CMEs, you need a certified CIC. What's it?
It's right there.
It's a
Yeah, I know what you,
Certified instructor coordinator.
certified instructor coordinator to be able to take those and look at them and say, okay, all these satisfy your certification, and they would coordinate it. But you also need a CIC to test their skills. There's some basic skills that they have to be tested on, so you can get all the CMEs you want, but you have to get tested on some basic skills, so a CIC has to do that as well. So you need a CIC to coordinate all this, to keep track of all the CMEs, to direct, because it's not something you can do like in a month. So it's not like, okay, I'm expiring next month, I need my, you know, all my CMEs. So the coordinator would also kind of say, okay, well, you know, you have a year and a half left, you start maybe taking these, and you took this class, that's going to count for this. So so the coordinator will do that. I think it's very beneficial, and for I think for what we're going to be paying someone is very good. You know, usually it's someone you pay a lot of money for a CIC, or it's someone that's your EMS administrator that would be a CIC, but that would be, you know, they'd be getting paid big bucks. So
All right, so all of the EMTs have to take this to be recertified.
That's one of the ways. So it's the best way, in my opinion, because when you get in the CMEs, the CME classes cover all different topics, probably topics that the basic EMT course doesn't even teach. So you're getting all kinds of experience in classes and stuff. So I think that's in my opinion, that's the best way to go to recertify.
So that this instructor would actually hold classes? Is that it? Or you do it online?
He's a coordinator to coordinate their CMEs, like I said, to make sure they have the certain ones. But he also, and then he has to, like I said, there's certain things they have to test out with, and that was what he would do. And then he could also teach if he could do CME classes, or we could bring people in. He could coordinate bringing people in to teach classes.
the way this program is laid out is they're splitting the responsibility so that our assistant administrator is going to do actually the coordination. And then we're gonna have a separate instructor that will come in and do the practical end of it when it's necessary. Most of the courses we're already doing online. We're actually looking at a new venue coming the first of the year, which will save us a little bit of money, but all the courses, for the most part, to get their CMAs are online,
Okay.
except for the one practical that they have to do. So, there is a cost for doing this, but the cost is offset by the state. Every one that gets recertified, the state will give us $300 for doing that. So the cost is actually offset to some degree. Some years we may be doing a little better than other years because more people will be getting certified.
I think it's also a good way to retain and maybe recruit more EMTs, because now they can come and they can get recertified if they work for us.
Right.
They can get their recertification through us.
So does this also eliminate the potential of an EMT not certified out on the road? Does it
Well, we
eliminate
follow
that?
their certification, so if they're not certified, we're not gonna schedule them. So, but it's beneficial, as Pete said, because, now they have, the training that they need right here in-house, rather than having to go look for it someplace.
And we'll know, okay, in 6 months you're gonna be expiring, you have this many, this is what you have to get, and we'll be able to, instead of a surprise saying, oh, yeah, I just expired, I can't work until I get recertified.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a really good thing for us to be doing.
I agree.
So, with that, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the CME education program proposed by the EMS administrator. Proposal for certified instructor coordinator. No, that's not it. Yes, no, I said it right the first time. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mic working? All right. Anybody else have any other business? There is a rabies clinic coming up. Pre-rabies vaccine clinic, Saturday, November 6, 2001, at Veterans Memorial Park, 201 Gypsy Trail Road in Carmel, sponsored by the Putnam County Health Department. All right, and one last thing, for everybody, the period in which you can now register for New York State Home Energy Assistance Program HEAP has opened. You can register by going online to, trying to find the right word. The Office for Temporary and Disability Assistance website. We will post this up online if anybody is interested in registering for the HEAP program. It's a program which helps lower income people with energy costs throughout the year. So we'll get this on. Okay, I will open it up to public recognition.
Can I just give an announcement? This is National School Bus Safety Week. This week, it ends Friday, and Saturday, we've coordinated Brewster, Carmel, and Mayapack school buses to, they'll be down between 10 and 12 a.m. on Saturday the 23rd. We're having a small safety fair. It's the first time all 3 school districts have come together and to teach school bus safety to the families, and we're asking anyone to stop in. It's going to be a nice, good time. Going to hand out some school bus safety rules and some paperwork and teach student crossing and, safety for the riders. We're going to have some guest appearances by the Brewster Bear mascot and the Carmel Ram mascot, and also our 2 representatives, legislative representatives from Carmel and Brewster, Ginny Nasarino and Joe Castellano, and Kevin Byrne from Maypac will be stopping by as well. So if anyone has any time to stop by, it would be nice, and maybe get your picture taken with the bear or the ram and learn about school bus safety. Thanks. Oh, sorry, Putnam Plaza, behind Tops, the Tops parking lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I just have one announcement that the Carmel High School girls field hockey team won their league. They came first place in their
Won the
league.
league.
Won the league, and they're heading towards the
Wow.
sectionals this Saturday. So,
Beautiful.
congratulations to the.
Nice.
Very impressive.
And good luck. Great.
Okay, public recognitions. Anybody have anything they wish to address to the board?
Yes, I do.
George?
George Disrow, 171 Tammany Hall Road. Mary, that sounds great, and I don't want to step on any toes, but I just had some library information. This Saturday, the library is having a great give back event for kids. It involves pumpkin giveaway, food truck, live music, youth services, Halloween event, and obviously probably some nutritional candy. 2 age groups under 7 at 10:30, 8 and above at 11:30. So if you have any, it won't make the video for people to see it, but if you have any kids or grandkids, Mary,
Oh,
it's not a
that's fine.
competition. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both.
Well, you don't have to stay the whole 2 hours. You pop
Okay.
it on to each one
All
of
right.
them.
Some of the other things going on at the library is that we're having open computer help 2 times a month. You can check the website. So if those people who are still struggling, being technologically stupid, you can get a little bit of help or run some programs and things like that. The
Do
Patterson.
you teach how to use Zoom?
Pardon me?
Do you teach how to use Zoom?
Yes. Zoom? Anyway.
Not Zumba, Zoom.
The Patterson Historical Society is having a meeting and talk on Wednesday, the 27th. That's at noon. Very pleased to announce that the AARP will be resuming their tax preparation in person at the library for the 2021 tax return. So we will have that. We will, unfortunately, people had to drop off their stuff, pick it up because of the pandemic. And the last one, the Danbury Mad Hatters are offering a holiday concert, and that's on Saturday, December 4th. Obviously, we'll do some advertising for that. We do have a new sign up there, and there's posted stuff as you're slowly going by there. You can just check out the sign and see what's going on. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
George.
George. Just to let you know, if you do miss our event at the plaza, you'll have a second opportunity at the Patterson Fire Department at the trunk or treat. There'll be a Carmel school bus there as well as a Brewster school bus. So you can come over there. Thanks.
Anyone else wish to address the board? Motion to go into executive session?
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Thank you all for coming.